What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dave's Man Cave. I'm going to do a quick install and review of the Anchor Strap Company's single pass-through NATO with a deployant. I've got there, if you want to get to that part, I'm going to talk a little about the background about why you might want to do this and why I did in particular. You might want to fast forward to 3 or 4 minute mark when you see me take this out. If you're fast forwarding, that's when we'll do the quick install. The reason I'm doing it is because I wanted to dress this watch up a little bit. Also because when I buy watches that have butterfly clasps, they are hit or miss. It was that problem with the Hamilton Jazzmaster Performer Chronograph, where even with a half link, you don't have any micro adjust. So it's either going to fit you or it's not. And it might fit one day, but then it's too tight the next day because you're outside in the heat and you swell. And now it's like cutting into you. It's uncomfortable. It's too tight. So you put the half link in, then you're in the house in the air conditioning for a few hours. All of a sudden the watch is flopping all over. Some people vary more one way or the other. And so with my Frederique Constant COSC certified Highlife automatic, which is a beautiful watch, done a review on that. That one just happens to fit me just fine with the butterfly clasp. I can wear this on warm days, humid days, and cold days, and it ranges from a little bit snug down to a little bit loose. It's in that happy medium for me that fits. So this is not a problem with any one watch. It's completely subjective to the person wearing it, whether this type of clasp is going to work for you all the time or only on certain days. Couldn't get it to work on this one, so we went with the Artem Deployant, their loopless Hydroflex, which is their $335 by the time you're done with tax or shipping or whatever. Really, really nice, and I've done a review of that, and I'm leaving this out because I want to compare that to this one. Now, my Omega Seamaster could not get the stock bracelet, which I loved. It's a beautiful bracelet. I mean, for a watch that with tax and stuff is, $8 grand out the door, it better be a nice bracelet. And it is. It's exceptionally good. But it was like the Performer. I could not get it to fit my wrist. It would be floppy and too loose one day. I take the link out, and then the next day it's pinching and it's just too tight. So I put it on also from Anchor, because I think they do have some of the best reasonably priced NATO straps. Don't confuse them with Archer. That's a different company. There's nothing wrong with them, but these guys are a step up in quality and things like that. They're just a bit nicer. And so I put it on this, and I like it a lot. I think it looks great. It looks the part. It has that sort of James Bond sort of vibes and, all that kind of good stuff. But as you'll notice as I'm putting it on, it's not a deployant clasp. I have to sit there and get it around, loop it through. Then I got to do this and turn it over and then fold this under. And, and I don't mind the bulk. It's very comfortable. It sits up a little bit on my wrist, but that's the style. I think this looks glorious. It's a really nice looking, especially with that dial. Freaking amazing. However, doing this, and then when you want to take it off, you got to get in and pull that out, and then that, and then that, and then that. And then, of course, you be careful not to drop it. I do like the NATO strap because it is a double pass-through. I like that style, but you can get single pass-through where it goes through both pins. You can just buy them that way or just cut that off and then burn the end with a match. And yeah, it'll be really, really nice. The only downside is it does cover up the back, and you do want to be careful occasionally and clean it and make sure there's no dirt and grit under there that will rub and, scratch up the back. But it is a bit fiddly, so as much as I like the look of it, I grab this and I'm like, slide it on, go. Want to take it off? It's off. Same thing with this type of clasp. You want to put it on, snap, snap, good to go. Want to take it off? Boom, take it off. You cannot get this on and off as easy. It's a bunch more steps. So I was like, what if they had the NATO strap in that bond color? So the best thing I like about this being the color and how it just goes with it. It looks tremendous, as well as being nylon. So if you sweat in it, salt water, just rinse it off in the sink. Wear it in the shower. The soap and shampoo, and the water will defunk it and make it smell nice and be clean again. Like it's washable. It's nylon. It's impervious to chemicals and stuff. It's perfect. So how do I get this look and comfort? But I wanted a nice deployment clasp, on, off, boom, call it a day. Well, it just so happens that Anchor makes one. This one cost me around, just around 100-ish. I'll put links up in the description. You can order it like this, or you can order it with a deployant clasp. Now, they give you two choices. It's the regular deployant clasp, which I think is $89. I took that off, bought the strap separately from them, from their website. For some reason, these are not on their Amazon website. And then I went and bought their Precision, which is the nicer of the two. It is very similar to, I mean, let's be honest. When I'm looking, this is from the same damn factory. When I'm looking at these from Artem, which charges way more money, and I look at this, those are the same. These are probably made in the same factory. I would say this one is finished a little better. I think they did more brushing here, where this is a little bit more stamped or whatever, but they only kind of brushed it there. But I'm telling you, those are from the same factory. So remember, even though you're paying a lot of money for Artem, you are buying a Chinese product. It may be really high quality. And I do think these are high quality, although I do, if you watch my video, I do think they are still a bit overpriced. But for this type of strap, I think they're probably the best you're gonna buy, unless you wanna spend $650 and go for OEM. But clearly, these are coming out of the same factory. There's just a slight difference in the finishing and the final brushing and polishing. And maybe that gets you a slight price premium, although it's on the underside where you don't see it. Up here, they look the same. No damn difference between them. So anyway, let's go ahead and take this off and let's pop that on, get it adjusted, and see how we like it. Now, some traditionalists may want to keep, you know, the old style. They don't mind putting it on and off, you know, that way. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I will say threading it through, because it is reinforced with rubber here on the strap, you do have to just pull a little bit. Depending on what thickness of the spring bars you use, you may actually take that off. Take the spring bar off, put it on, and then put the spring bars through it. So let's go ahead and let's get this in here. I'm gonna ballpark it and say there. So let's get one side in, other side in, and press that in, and let's see if we got it. I think it's gonna be a little, oh man, bang on. No, it's one too tight, or one too loose. So we gotta click that one more, as well as I would move this a little bit so that the clasp is more centered. And let's just push that up from underneath, tighten it one click, press it down. Yeah, that's gonna feel good. Yeah, boom, right in the center, loopless. It doesn't move and slide out of place. All I'm gonna do is get that wet so it kind of takes a set and kind of wraps itself around that. I will say, you know, it is nice when you see the buckle here, and when this is through, you've got your buckle there. It adds a little bit more going on, but I think I prefer it this way, especially for the ease of use of just getting it on and off. Very, very simple, seems very, very secure. It retains the security of going through both pins, and that really is kind of the benefit here. If for some reason that pin wasn't clicked in, or you broke one, something caught it and snapped, that will pull this side off. There is now nothing holding this on your wrist, and boom, that thing's gonna fall off, hit the ground, hit the concrete, scratch it up, maybe crack the sapphire. If you're in the lake or in a pond or something like that, bye-bye watch, bye-bye $2,500. Or, well, $2,500 or $8,000 or whatever. You may have a Rolex or something that's way more money than anything I can afford. The point here is that if that pin were to snap, that's a very good high quality, I got a nice strong spring that fits really secure. But if something grabbed that, hooked the watch, and you were moving your arm or you fell or something, you might rip that pin out. Well, this will flip up, but it's still held on by that pin. It'll be flopping around and you want to quickly grab it, but that's better than it popping off. And by the time you realize, oh shit, it's now 50 feet down at the bottom of the lake, you would retain your watch. That's the real benefit of the NATO strap, as well as being comfortable, sweat-proof, waterproof, everything. All you got to do is just wash it. You can wash it. I just take a shower, honestly. I don't take my watches off typically when I shower. If they're, at least 100%, 100 meter water resistant with, a screw down crown. But that is awesome. And I thought about going, through the other guys, through Artem. And I do like their sailcloth, and I do like this, looks like sailcloth, but it's actually FKM. These are really nice out of the box, just good texture. It's a great feeling. But that clasp, man, that is just awesome to be able to pop that on and off. I would still be sitting here fiddling with it, trying to get it, hoping I don't drop it, slide it through, get the pin, the buckle clasped, sliding it through, and then turning it over and kind of folding it, tucking it, and getting it where I want. It's not hard, but it's not that either, So here you get the look for the most part. Visually, it's a tiny bit different because you're missing these buckles. But for a lot of people that don't like the extra bulk of having two layers of nylon underneath their watch, they come and take this and a pair of scissors and cut it and cauterize the end with a lighter so that it looks like this anyway, and you get rid of that buckle at least. This one stays on the back and just acts as a keeper, but that secondary one, I think originally when they're putting on field watches, that was to prevent the watch from sliding off. If you took this off and it was just hanging there without that, then the watch could theoretically slide off. And it depends on the watch. If it's a really thin strap and you have a really big gap in there, maybe. But what I have found is that this doesn't slide that easily. You really got to tug it, or you got to push and get some slack and then tug it. Most of the time the gap is in there and it's a tight fit. You saw I had to kind of push and tug it to get it through there. So it's not going to do that anyway. So you can get rid of some of that additional bulk by having a single pass through. And then you just slide it on and boom. Really nice, secure. If I push one button and pull, it doesn't come off. If I push the other button and pull, it doesn't come off. So it's nice and secure, really good lockup. Nice audible click, you feel it. Snaps into place, just as good as that. And now I know why, because they're the same one. This I think was like $79 or $69. It was right on the $70-ish mark. So that was a bit more expensive than the one that it would have otherwise come with. But the one that would have otherwise come with is still, I'm sure is okay. But you're getting the Artem, basically the Artem buckle. Really, really nice, good fit and finish. Bang. That's really awesome. I like that. The difference is this all told is like $105 or $110, somewhere like that. $330. $5, I think it was. So this is, in some ways, I would say, this is better. This is just a nylon strap, but this is very well executed. The holes are reinforced. Not that they're going to take a lot of wear and tear because you don't have that pin constantly going through it. Once you set it, you kind of forget it and you just use that. But overall, is this worth 3 times as much? Triple the cost. And we're not talking about like $10 going to $30 and you're like, we're talking about a $200+ difference. The FKM is nice and sailcloth. Those are definitely better materials, but this is still just a piece of rubber. You're getting the same clasp as the anchor. So that's cost neutral. So then what are you getting for your $220 difference? You're getting FKM rubber with some stitching, and it's very high quality versus just nylon with stitching. Is that worth $200 for you? I don't know. I like the style on this. I think that looks great, and I think on this one, this looks better. But overall, really good review. Definitely give these guys a consider. If you kind of want the best of the best and you don't worry about the money, go for the Artem, A-R-T-E-M. I don't think you'll be disappointed. You may go, it's a little pricey for what I feel like I got, but it is probably the nicest you're going to find. But if you're like, I want something that's like 95% as good as that, but 1/3 of the price, Anchor. Give these guys a look. They don't give me anything. I'm giving them a free plug because I spend my own money. Nobody has ever given me a damn thing for any of my reviews. I buy things that I like, that I'm interested, and I hope you might be interested. Maybe I'll make a couple bucks back off of ad revenue. But basically, I'm buying the shit for myself and telling you what I think. This is really, really nice. Comes in a bunch of different colors. You got all different widths and stuff to fit different watches. But I was so enamored with how this blonde NATO looked on that watch. But I was like, having to fiddle around with it, and there's more bulk, and I'm doing this. And one time I almost dropped it as I was taking it off because the nylon almost slipped out of my hand. Well, it's unbuckled. It's not going to fall off. You have to take it off and then drop it. You still drop it, but it certainly reduces the risk. But you're not sitting there trying to change your grip and move things around and thread that through and do this and loop it around and then tuck it. And you just put it on, take it off, and call it a day. So there you have it. That is all I can say. Fantastic product. I'll put a link to it. I don't get any commissions. If you like it, buy it, enjoy it. Let me know what you think. If not, well, go buy something else. I don't know what to tell you. So everybody have a good one.